I mean, we're focused on ourselves. I thought we were a little bit slow. I think we were watching the play develop as opposed to playing on our toes, and that's obviously how they got back in the game.
How would you describe what it feels like to play in a series this tight with so many dramatic momentum swings?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of ride that wave. It's an emotional grind. That's part of it. That makes it so sweet when you win it. So, we're in another battle, and we wouldn't want it any other way. And now it's about recovering and going into it Edmonton and trying to do what we can to win a Game 5 and bring it back here.
Matthew just said it's nice to be able to fly tomorrow, so you don't have to sit around for a couple days and stew on it. And
absolutely. Yeah. No, like I said, it's all about recovering and having the most jump. When the puck drops again in a couple days.
You ever been in a series this close? I mean, 2 games tied in the final 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, been in a lot of close series.
Is this one tougher to swallow since you had a 3-0 lead?
I mean, a loss is a loss. It's what you take. There's a lot of that game that we liked, and there's a lot that we can learn from. So it's how we adapt, how we come out, and how we do a better job with it.
What do you think you guys did wrong there? What happened in that second
period? Like I just said at the start, just a little bit too passive, watching the play develop a little bit too much.
What have you liked about the way your group has kind of responded to these types of losses over the years?
A lot of the success in postseason is how you handle your losses. They're going to happen, especially when you get down to the last 2 teams. You got two of the best teams going at it, so you got to expect to lose at some point. Like I said, there's a lot we can learn from and come back stronger Game 5.
Can you walk us through your goal, just again last second, to be able to get you guys into overtime, give you guys a chance?
Yeah, just trying to create with a man advantage and create something and find a loose puck around the net.
How different is Pickard versus Skinner, just as you come down on them?
I'm not sure. I mean, we're trying to create offense the same way, no matter who's in the net. So, doesn't really change.
How much has your team learned about how to deal with those situations, given what you guys went through in the final last year?
Quite a bit. The more times you go through it, the better. Like I said, it's never going to be perfect this time of year. We've been here before. We've been through it. So, like I said, it's I'm still recovering for Game 5.
Is there a way you can describe your roller coaster, maybe on emotion, the triangle, and a few minutes later it's the Oilers are getting away?
It's playoff hockey. I mean, you expect to have that roller coaster. It's what makes it so much better. When you win. So we're expecting a battle and looking forward to Game 5.
As a team, you just reset now. It's a best of 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Sam, Corey Perry scored in Game 2. They get a ton of emotion out of it, and then you guys win the game. You score late in this one, you get emotion out of it, then they win the game. What is it? Why doesn't that carry over? Like when you score late.
Why doesn't it carry over? I mean, it's when you're talking at this time of year, it's bounces either way. I think if you look at Game 2, they could have had a number go in the net, and tonight we could have had a number go in the net. So, I don't think it's too hard to reset. And it's just the way the bounces go sometimes.
Thank you, Sam. Thanks very much.